Welcome! In this video we continue on with Box 4 of Avatar the Last Airbender, Aang's Destiny. So down at the table for our Box 4 rules, our objective is the same. Defeat all the adversaries, complete all the objectives before the Fire Nation reaches the end of the tracking path. And we have a new tracking path. So now we're drawing one card from spaces 1 through 6, 2 from 7 through 12, and then from 13 to 14 we get 3, and of course at 15 it's game over. Our first objective, outrun the mysterious machine. Active hero must reduce the boat movement by 2 in a single turn. Until completed, the active hero loses a health every turn. Reward, we get to roll dice, so that's a new mechanic. We've got one for each element. The green has more purpose. Blue has more healing, red has more fight, and yellow has more drawing cards. So they've got one of each except for that symbol, and then there's an additional 2 of each of those. And let's see here. So we've got new support cards, new rewards, new hero, so we have Toph. 8 new Fire Nations, some more adversaries, our objectives, 2 new tracking cards, the dice, and starting cards for Toph. So in this story, the Sandbenders have taken Appa. He is lost, so we can't use him. Everything else is the same. We're getting 2 adversaries, and there it's talking about the dice. So with that, we'll go straight to the setup and give this a shuffle. Oops. And our adversaries. And the first one we'll get Fire Nation Soldier, 4 health. Each time an adversary or Fire Nation card or adversary causes us to discard a card, we'll lose a health. And Admiral, each time an effect adds a number of ship movement, all the adversaries are going to heal, and he's got 5 health. And our bending, give each of these a shuffle and get them set up. So we've got an air scooter and an air kick. Douse and a water whip. And for earth, an earthquake and a rock avalanche. Then this stack got bigger. So our starting cards, snare traps, purple pentapus, some nuts, and make camp. +1, then search the general support deck for an ally card, place it on top of the support deck. And then our starting cards. And her special ability, well, of course, she's an earthbending. If you gain 4 or more purpose this turn, any one hero gets an attack token. And Aang is if you play 3 more bending cards on your turn, any one hero gets to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our starting for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we are good to go. So turn reference once again, reveal and resolve Fire Nation cards, resolve adversary effects, review objective effects, player cards, and then end of our turn. So starting with Aang. Basically healing each adversary, jet stepping, so that was a good time to see that. They have no powers on their own. And until we do that, active hero takes a damage. Okay. So we need to get card that's going to move the boat backwards. Take the air ball for an attack. And an air blast for an attack. If you defeat an adversary, any one hero heals 1. Remove from play. We'll go ahead and do that to get 3 purpose. And offer aid gets us a purpose. And let's see, it gets us up to 4. Douse seems good. Gets us a way to move the boat backwards. So all heroes get 1. All right, 2 attack. Put that up on the Admiral. Then we'll spend 5 to get the Douse blessing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Water whip to come down, and then another water whip. So we've got octopus form, and then over here, active hero minus a health, move the boat. The boat goes to 2. Since the boat moved, all the baddies heal 1. And that hits us again. Okay, what do we have? 2 offer aids for 2 purpose. If you defeat an adversary, also +1. Guess we do need to keep track. We've gotten 2. So we'll get an attack. +1 attack or move the boat backwards. I think we'll go ahead and move the boat back. And with this one, look, the top 3 cards, the general support deck. You may place any on the bottom of the deck, then return the rest to the top of the deck in any order we choose. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, rolling the die. Put those 2 on top and that on the bottom. So attack with 3. Get some snare traps. End her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And replace with the Adapt Like Water. And pass turn. All heroes reveal the top card of their deck. Each hero that revealed a bending card discards it and -2 health. It's not a bending card. And not. So we're good. They don't trigger. That hits for 1. All right, so now any bending cards we get, we can put on top of our deck. So that gets us 1 purpose. 2 more purpose. We'll remove that from the game to get 3. I think we're going to load her up on the boat movement. Well, I guess we did just purchase 1. Nothing to purchase for 2. So we use this, lose up to 3 health. For each health lost, we can choose what to get. We'll take 1 damage to get 1 more purpose, then spend 3 for a water whip, which goes on top of her deck, then spend 4 for the purple Pentapus. And that's going to be your turn. Brings out some blubbered seal jerky. Got 2 cards here. Get 3 more. All right, we've got 3 bending cards. Something we need to remember. All right, over here. Active hero loses 3. If this stuns the hero, also move the boat. Reveal an additional card. So 1, 2, and 3. And then active hero loses 2. Other heroes lose 1. And nothing else except for that, down to 2 health. That hurts. I think we'll use that to heal 2 then. Some earth armor. We've got 2 offer aids for 2 purpose. And we're going to remove both of these to get 3 purpose each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And since we did 4 more, any hero gets an attack. We'll go ahead and take it and put it up top. We are going to spend 6. There's 5, 6. To get adapt like water. And with the 2 left over, we just lose. All right, roll any die. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 2 boats moving backwards. So over here, got the 5 cards. Boat moves, all heroes lose 1. Ouch, ouch. Boat moved, everyone heals. Then we take a damage. Then we're going to be playing 3 or more bending cards. I feel like she's going to get knocked out, so we'll draw it ourselves. But I guess we'll wait till after we play them officially. Get an attack. We defeat a adversary. Any one hero heals 1. Then we have 2 offer aids for 2 purpose. Then Water Whip for 1 purpose and 2 attack. Then we'll go ahead and use the 3 attack, which will finish the Admiral off. And the reward is all heroes gain an attack. And since we defeated an adversary, any one hero heals 1. And we're going to choose not to play that card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, over here. See what our next adversary is. Active hero must discard an ally reserved from hand or lose a health. The Sand Benders. So active hero loses 2. Discard an ally. What are allies? So we take a damage. And that hits us for 1, so we just stunned ourselves. So we'll go through this step. Discard all tokens and half the cards in your hand. So we lose the attack. We've got 5 in hand. It's rounded down, so we're going to lose 2. We're definitely keeping the 2 boats. And then we might as well keep the rock column. All right. Add one to the tracking. We reset our hit points at the end of the turn. So the ship moves up to 3, and we get to take our turn. We're going to move the boat backwards twice. 1, 2. And now we get to roll the green and blue die. Basically, whatever we roll, each of us gets that benefit. So we both get purpose. I didn't use his from last time. Oh well. And we both draw a card. So this card lets us manipulate here. We look at 3, put them back on top however we want. Like healing. We're going to put them all on the bottom. Allies are nice. No, all on the bottom. Then we get 1 attack. Losing cards is not good. 1 money is kind of useless. And in turn, 10 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our next objective. Help Aang learn Earthbending. Active hero must gain an Earthbending card with a cost of at least 4. We've got 5 or 6 showing. Till completed, heroes must pay 1 to use Earthbending cards and allies. Reward from now on, Aang has Earthbending. Nice. So Aang's turn. Loses 2 health. Ouch. Discard an ally. We don't have any, so we lose a health. And fortunately for us, that went away. So we're still alive. We only have 2 bending cards. All right. Well, we'll play that. Move the boat backwards 1. It's as far as it can go. We get 3 purpose. Let's see. Heal or get an attack. We'll take the healing just in case it saves us. If we buy any bending cards, goes on top of our deck. Offer aid. We've got 2 of those. So we're 2, 4, 6, 7. We're going to take both. So that way, active hero must gain an Earthbending card with a cost of at least 4. We're going to get one with a cost of 6. And we will put it on top. So from now on, we have Earthbending. Then with 3 left over, we're going for some healing with some seal jerky. And end our turn. So we got 2 cards there. Three more. Replenish the Cabbage Merchant. And over here, Rock avalanche came down, revealed a rock spike. All right, Tough's turn. All right, all heroes choose. Discard a bending card or lose 2 health. Discarding a card, we're gonna, oh yes, before we start the turn, we get to see what's going on. Explore the library. Play any 2 items in a single turn until completed. Active hero must discard an item card if possible. Do we have 3 items? We have 1 item in hand. Yeah, we're going to get knocked out anyway. So we'll just lose the 2 health. Which means we need to discard 2 cards. And since we're going to have to get rid of our item anyway, we'll discard that. Do I want 4 or 5 money? I think I want 5 money. Okay. Discard an ally. We don't have any, so we lose a damage. We can't take any more. And of course, anytime we have to discard cards, we lose 1, but we're at 0 health anyway. So then, discard an item card if possible. We didn't keep any. Kind of forced to buy items now. All right, move the boat back as far back as it can go. We get 3 purpose. Then 2 purpose. We're going to take the air scooter. And that's going to be our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 item. All right, passing turn. Oh yes, up to 10 health. All heroes choose minus 2 health or discard an ally from your hand or reserve. Not an option over here, down to 8. Not an option over here, also down to 8. Discard an ally or take a damage. We don't have any. And we didn't discard any cards. So 2 actions to get 2 purpose. Then we're going to stack the deck. 1, 2, 3. Got 2 items on top. So we're going to keep those on top. Put that on the bottom. Gain an attack. Gain an attack. If you defeat an adversary, we also get a purpose. Fortunately, we only have 2 purpose, so we can't buy anything. 2 attack. We'll put up there. That's going to be our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 item. We're going to deal with that for a while. Okay. So Aang. The boat's moving up to 3. No allies, so we lose a health. We didn't discard, so we're good. We have to discard an item because of that, so we lose our staff and a health. So there, we're going to get 2 purpose, 2 attack. Here we can heal 1 or get an attack. We're going to heal 1. Here we can lose up to 3 health to get whatever we need. It's an item with a cost of 3. We only have 2, so we're going to take a damage to get 1 purpose. Spend 3 to purchase some nuts. Put 1 up here, which is enough to defeat. And a reward, all heroes gain a health and draw a card. So up to 7, up to 8. We draw a card, which gets us 1 more money. And over here we'll shuffle. And get an action. All right, 1 more attack, and we're done. Yeah, 2 items. If we can shuffle and get 1 item, that would be awesome. All right. 1, 2. Nope. We've got 3 bending cards, though. Okay, over here, we get to see who our new adversary is. Active here discards an ally from reserve or in their hand. So basically purchasing allies isn't going to help us. And then we get another item down here. Okay, now we're ready. Active hero loses a health and discards a card. Ouch. We discard that. Take a hit from there. And we have no allies. If we have an item, we have to discard it. We only have 1, which unfortunately is the snare trap. Probably missed my money last turn. Damage or healing? We're going to take the healing. Let's see, offer aid gets us 2 money. And there we get an attack, heal, and roll the blue die. So everyone gets an attack. And with 2 money, we're 2 poor to buy. 2 attack. Start working on that. End her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. And passing turn. Ooh, got a surprise for you. We roll the green die, and that determines our fate. So that is, we move the boat ahead of space. So we go from 3 to 4. Discard an ally. We don't have any. And we didn't discard. Now we need to discard an item. Unfortunately, we need 3 to get our thing to go off. So we're going to get rid of the tattoos, which means we take a damage. All right. Any one hero heals 2. We'll pick herself. We can heal or get an attack. We'll take an attack. No, we'll heal. Move the boat backwards and gain 3 purpose. And gain an attack. If you defeat an adversary, any one hero heals 1. Well, it only takes 1 to defeat. And a reward is everyone heals 1. So no one has space for that one. Then with our 3 there. Oh, that's an ally. We need items. We'll get some seal jerky. That's going to be our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No items. Oh, yes. We had 3 bending. So we'll choose over here to draw a card. We have 3 bending for next turn. And replace with some fire flakes. All heroes choose, discard an item card, or lose 2 health. We're going to take 2 damage on this side, and we don't have the option over here, which seems silly, because we're going to have to discard it anyway, and since we only have 1, we will discard it. Fire Nation, any one hero loses a health. I'll pick herself. Kind of jumped ahead of my turn. No, we're not. We did that. Now we need to discard an ally, but we don't have any. And then I already took the damage. And now discard an item. We have none. All right. So Earth Wave, we can get an attack or move the boat backwards. Let's see, what else do we have? We're going to move the boat back. Then 2 of those gets us 2 purpose. Then get an attack, defeat an adversary, get a purpose. And stack the deck. 1, 2, 3. Got allies and actions. Oops. Slippery cards. So we will put that up there. Even though that's not hurting us. And with 2, we've got nothing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. 1 item. All right, coming over here. Active hero loses 2 health, down to 6. All other heroes lose 1, down to 8. Any hero takes 1. We'll do that over there. And then we've got to discard an item, but we don't have any. All right, we'll start bending with an earthquake to get 2 attack. If we defeat an adversary, we get a money and a health. And we get a purpose. Any one hero heals 2. And we get to roll the green die. So everyone gets a purpose. All right, then we have 2 purpose. And we will take 2 damage to get 2 attack. And then throw that 4 up here. Oh yes, we played 3 bending. We're choosing us to draw a card. And our reward here is all heroes draw a card. Ah, we got 2 items. So play any 2 items in a single turn. So the boat goes back is going to be the one we choose, and we get +1 to purchase, and we can put bending cards on top of our deck. So we did that. Soka gains reward card 17. Solar Eclipse scroll, any 2 heroes each get a purpose and draw a card. Nice. Then with our 5 to purchase with, so don't need to go all out on items anymore. Spend 5 to get 1 purpose and 2 attack, or 4 to get 2 purpose and 2 attack. Spend 4, and that goes on top of our deck because of our staff. And we'll just lose the 1. And that comes down. Track the sandbenders through the desert. Active hero must play 2 earthbending cards on the same turn. Heroes may not... Ooh, move the boat back. Reward, add reward card 18 to the top of the general support deck. Just about that one. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over here, first we see this. Active hero loses 2 health and the boat moves. That's not a good combo. So first this triggers. Active hero loses 1 health and we reveal another one. Active hero chooses another hero to lose 2. Well, only has 1 option. Aang, take 2 damage. Then we have to discard an ally if we have one. We don't. Then we take 2 damage and move the boat. Two earthbending cards? Nope, just the 1. So we have 3 offer aid, so we get 3 money. So we need to gain it this turn. Gain an attack or 2 health. We'll take the attack. Here we'll take the attack and heal 1 and roll the blue die. Everyone heals 1. And we can't do that until we take care of that one. So if there are 4 purchasing power, not rich enough to get that. So I think we'll go for the random. We need a way to get money. We'll go for the fire flakes. And return. One, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we're taking care of the bending thing next turn. Unless something awful happens. So over here, the boat moves. All heroes lose a health. Down to 2 and 7. And 4. Discard an ally. We don't have any. Lose 2 health and we're stunned. The boat moves 1. Since we got stunned, the boat's going to be moving again. Lose all our tokens, half our cards. We're going to keep that. All right, reset to 10. We already moved the tracking additional one. All right, water whip. Purpose to attack. Some nuts. Purpose, heal one that we can't. Air kick. 2 purpose to attack. So we've got 5. So we got her to 6 out of 7. Yes, we will get to see. Ooh, nice. Just need 8 money. We have 4 to purchase with. I'm going to take a water whip. End her turn. Means we're going to heal. That moves down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over here, the boat moves twice. So we check for how many cards we do at the start of the turn. So even though that's going to 8, if we don't pull out any more, we have to discard an ally if we have one. We don't. Active hero loses 2 health and the boat moves up to 9. Okay. So we need to play 2 earthbending cards on the same turn. So we get an attack. If we defeat an adversary, we also get +1 money. And stack the deck. 1, 2, 3. Fan on top and the other 2 on the bottom. We played 2 earthbending cards in the same turn. So add reward card 18 to the top. All right. Use the ability of any reserved ally. Do not discard the ally. Then we'll go ahead and spin this attack, which will be enough to defeat. All heroes gain 2 health. We're maxed out, gain 2 there. If you defeat an adversary, also gain a purpose. Then we're going to use that to move the boat backwards. And another one to move the boat backwards. And we get a purpose. But 2's just as good as 1. No, 2 actually gets us something. But we can't actually do water bending. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that moves over. Heroes cannot gain health. Oh my goodness, 8 health. Reward, all heroes gain 3, and we move the boat back twice. Over here, escape the sea serpent at the serpent's pass. Assign 2 attack and 2 purpose. If active hero assigns 2 attack to the objective, they also draw a card. And the reward is to roll any die twice. All right, so we are sitting on space 7, which is two of these. First one, all heroes lose a health and cannot draw cards this turn. All heroes lose a health and cannot draw cards this turn. Heroes cannot gain health. Active hero discards an ally. We don't have any, and that doesn't do anything to us. So we can move the boat back, and we will. Also gets us 3 purpose. Earthquake for 2 attack. If we defeat an adversary, we also get a purpose and heal, except we can't heal. Then a purpose and 2 attack. A purpose and we can't heal. I'm sorry, an attack and we can't heal. Then we have an attack, and if we defeat an adversary, any one hero gains a health that we currently can't heal. So we've got 2, 4, 6. We can't draw cards. So I'm just going to put 3 and 3. And we've got 4 here. We'll go for a small vortex. Ending your turn. That comes down. We make a stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many bending did we do? Yes, we'll have from our ability. Oh yeah, couldn't draw cards. Never mind. So over here, we're down to just getting 1 card now for a bit. Active hero loses a health. And we move the ship back up. But like I said, we check that at the beginning of the turn. Can't gain. Discard an ally. What are allies? And then there's that. All right. Use that for an attack. Then any one hero, an attack and heal, except we can't heal. But the 2 damage will be enough to defeat that one. Now all heroes heal 3. So up to 10, up to 7. And we move the ship back twice. Then we get 3 purpose. And with 3, we'll pick up an ally. So now we have something to discard. You know what? We're not going to do that. We'll assign 2 up top. And end your turn. One, 2, 3, 4. Get our next adversary. Active hero loses a health. So just 1. Active hero loses a health and we discard a card. So we discard offer aid. Then we take a damage from there. Then we need to discard an ally, which we don't have. So we're good. So go air kick for 2 purpose, 2 attack. Then continue to push the boat back. Then if we do anything else, we're going to assign 2 up top. If an active hero assigns 2 attack to the objective, we draw a card. Some jerky. And that's going to complete this objective. We can roll any die twice. We'll go aggressive. So everyone gains a purpose and draws a card. So any one hero heals 2. Eating a lot of jerky. We'll pick herself for that too. Then we'll take 2 money from that, or purpose. Then we're going to take 3 damage, 1, 2, 3, for 3 attack. And put that over here. And with our 5 money, we'll take a rock spike and end her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a good turn. Wait, how many bending cards did we play? Okay, our next objective. We need to defend. Active hero must play 2 bending cards of different element types on the same turn. Heroes cannot gain health. Tough gains reward card 19. Then it's her turn. We roll the green die, which means the boat moves forward. Then lose a health, then discard an ally. But we're playing the system by not buying any. And we can't gain health. All right, snare trap to move the boat backwards. Let's see, offer aid for a purpose. Move the boat backwards with an earth wave. Gain an attack, defeat an adversary, also gain a purpose. Stack the deck. Have we done that already? Definitely not keeping that one. Need allies for that. Then gain an attack. We would heal if we could. Then we roll the blue die. And everyone draws a card. So we get a purpose. So we're at 3 out of 4 for that. Do we want anything for 3? I'll put the 2 attack. Put 1 there and 1 there. I did that since we can't heal. So we've got 4 cards. And over here, we're drawing 1. Active hero loses 2, cannot assign more than 1 damage to each adversary this turn. Fortunately, it's only going to take 1 to defeat that one. -2. We have Play 2 different bending cards of different element types on the same turn. All right. Water Whip, purpose, and 2 attack. And that is gone. So 1 purpose, 2 attack. Then +1 purpose. Any one hero gains 2 health. We'll pick us, but we can't, so that was fun. Then we roll the green die. And everyone draws a card. And we can now gain health. And we've defeated all the objectives. Toph gets sand bending. All right, so we can only assign 1 to each. That's going to be enough to defeat this one. All heroes gain 2 health and 2 purpose. Then we're back to playing cards. Since we can't assign any more damage, we'll just go healing. That's going to be our 3rd bending card, which means someone gets to draw a card. We will choose over here. Then we've got 4 purpose coming, and any bending cards we get go on top of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes us to 8 money. Well, that's an easy decision. We're going to buy an ally. All right, every hero chooses 2. Okay. It's going to end her turn. Get a fan. New adversary. Each time an effect adds a number of movement to the boat, active hero loses 2 health. And shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finally got 3 items. Okay, so over here, take 2 damage from a fire stream. Boat did not move. Discard an ally, which we still don't have. Okay. Going to move the boat backwards. Then stack the deck. I like that one. And we have 3 offer aids. 3 purpose. We've gained 4 more this turn, so any one hero gains an attack. Any one hero gains an attack and a health. We'll choose us. And we'll take the attack. I think we'll spend our 3 attack up there. All heroes draw a card. If the card is not an ally, we draw another one. So good odds of that. Hey, it's not an ally. So we draw another one. And over here, it's not an ally. So we draw another one. Okay. We'll move the boat backwards again. Then we get an attack. Heal for 1 and roll the blue die. So everyone gets purpose. Throw the attack up there. We've got 6. I think we're going to take the fan because I liked the next card. And end your turn. So shuffle and 3 more cards. And replenish, draw power from fire. Push over. For each bending card in hand, active hero, ooh, this is going to hurt. Active hero must choose either discard the card or -1 health. Okay, over here, the boat moves twice. Each time the boat moves, active hero loses 2 health. 1, 2, 3, 4 bending cards. We will discard 1 and take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. All right, air kick, 2 purpose, 2 attack. Douse, move the boat back. And 3 purpose. We'll take the attack. Attack and heal 1. Heal 2. We get an attack. Then an attack. If you discard this, heal 1. Well, we didn't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get rid of her, move the boat backwards. Crash it. Everyone heals 1, max health, and up to 7. 1 more attack, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to purchase with. We're going to draw power from the fire. Ending her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, someone should have drawn a card for his ability. Our next adversary comes out. For each item card in hand, active hero chooses to lose a health or discard it. And replenish, Duke and Pipsqueak. So over here, but first we have some shuffling to do. So yes, part of the key of this game is keeping that in check. Thought we were losing it. Went up to 9 there for a second, but we brought it back down. Got 3 more adversaries to go through. Now the boat moves. For each item card, we'll take the damage. Each time effect add makes the boat move, lose 2. All right. So we'll just play that to heal 2. Stack the deck. 1, 2, 3. Start of hero's turn. Cancel the ability for the next turn of 1 adversary. 7. I'll put those on top, and this one on the bottom. Okay. 2 purpose. 2 attack. At the end of your turn, place any other played card on top of your deck instead of the discard pile. Any other. So any except that one. And 1 attack. If you defeat an adversary, also gain a purpose. Well, we've got 3. So we'll take that up to 5. And 2, we're not going into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes. Put the rock column back on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, over to Aang. Active hero loses a health and discards a card. For each item. So I want to discard something different. Sure, we'll discard that for that ability. Then for each item, we're fine. The boat didn't move. So we play those for 2 purpose. Water Whip for a purpose and 2 attack. Earthquake for 2 attack. If you defeat an adversary, gain a purpose and a health. Only takes 1 more to defeat. So we gain there. And the boat moves backwards 2 spaces. We still have 3 attack. And 4 to purchase with. We'll take Duke. Well, sure. Bringing out the Avatar. And our final one, moving the boat, 5 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 bending cards. So we get our Fire Stream. Active hero loses 2. Then the boat moves. I covered up the tax for each item card. We'll keep it and take a damage because we're going to heal it back. So we get an attack, heal, and roll the blue die. Everyone heals 1. Then we'll take the attack, take an attack and heal 1. And we get a purpose. And we get an attack. If we defeat an adversary, we gain another money. So we will put 3 attack up here, which triggers this, giving us purpose. And all heroes gain a purpose. And 2 health. And put an attack there. We have 3 to purchase with. Sure, why not? Ending your turn, you get 3 cards there. And 2 more. Over here, draw a card. Boat moves 2. Up to 4. Oh, then 1 more, so up to 5. Then Water Whip for a purpose and 2 attack. Purpose, any 1 hero heals 2. We're both maxed out. We get to roll the green die. Everyone gains purpose. Gain a purpose. We buy a bending card, goes on top of our deck. We will take the attack and the air blast. for another attack, and that 4 will be enough to defeat. So we move the boat back 2 spaces, and we've taken on box 4. So we lost Appa, picked up Toph. Let's break some rules. So our text. Things went pretty well. So as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.